Hi, alle, Simon. Welcome in. You already know. It's October. Look at all the leaves. Almost that time. So I'm making this a cold open. So I'm not gonna record. So the plan is we are going to mulch up all these leaves. That's back here. But mulch all the leaves. And then when I do my live, we're gonna be cutting this down. So the plan is to lay down fertilizer and then cover that with mulch, the mulched leaves, prepared for the winter. I'm gonna take all this down, clean up all this backyard here. Like I said, I'm not gonna make anybody watch us mulch because it's really loud. Fix this. Bring this up. These two. Lay the fertilizer down. So, but I'll probably remind you again. I just wanted to show you the yard we're working with before. Forget to tell you that we mulched it all. And it's probably gonna be the last 70-degree day out too. Having fun. I said I started this because I came out here with my cat and I was trying to do something outside, be active, some gardening, so let's go.
today.
I think it's our last
I'm,
day.
I'm sure, yes. We've been lucky long enough. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Yes. So the plan is to mulching up the rest of that so we can cut down rhubarb, strawberries. Put the rest of my fertilizer stuff, and then put these mulch leaves on top of it for the winter. And then if I got time, put some of these in new containers so I can store it for winter. School. Still in my cat's bed. Yeah, we got to do that, and then put the compost mulch in. And I think these ones, if I'm keeping them, could stay in those pots, but I might repot some of these. Chinese food trays so the water doesn't get everywhere.
You can call them aluminum pie pans.
Aluminum pie pans, I guess. Like that one would be okay. If the kale's gonna live, I'd keep that, I guess. This one's needs a new container. Already got one catnip in my room. That needs a new one. Say, these ones are going in the basement.
You said to be careful, like cutting like the daylilies and stuff too early, because with the warm weather, they grow. See, like these, those are elephant ears. They're a type of hosta, and they're a perennial. And with perennials like that, those are perennials, so are my peonies. They're two different kinds of things though. The hostas are bulbs, where the peonies are a tuber. But they still, over the winter, what you do is you cut the main stalks back to like 6 inches. And that 6 inches will feed the roots over the winter. Now you could always, cut them back in the spring, but once those main leaves and everything die, it doesn't do it any good. It wastes too much energy trying to, support the leaves that it doesn't need.
Right.
These being bulbs, they actually self-multiply. They will continue to have like babies underground, and then they just keep getting bigger and bigger. And actually, like mostly in the spring, when they first start coming up and they first start coming up out of the ground, you can actually dig them up and split the plant, and then take some and put some somewhere. You can actually divide your plants in the spring. Now the tuber, that's like, it's like a big tube. That is real funny about being you're going to have to dig the tuber out, and you have to make sure that you have enough of the plant, enough of the tuber with a growth on both parts that you separate. Otherwise, the part that you cut off that doesn't have any growth on it, that's just going to die. But they're very finicky about being moved or divided, and it will take it probably at least 2 to 3 years before it'll spit you out any flowers. It takes that long to reestablish and grow. They don't just multiply on their own. Which is why these effing daylilies have just gone everywhere, is because they multiply exponentially underground. And when you dig it up, that whole thing is all just a bunch of little bulbs. And it just keeps making babies underground. And then it goes, and if they're all connected, and it'll grow, and then a baby will grow, and then the roots will keep on traveling, and then another baby will pop up. They're stupid crazy. That's why they get to be so invasive. That's how a lot of these plants become invasive. That and the pollinators transfer. Because I didn't have goldenrod over here or in the back before. And that's from the pollinators up in front. No. They're damp. Rose of Sharon. You see how many seed pods are on each?
Is it that one on the corner?
Well, I cut it off. All the seed pods.
Sure, I'll cut that. So I get 1, 2.
Waiting for it to go up.